What's good, y'all? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl Does Holly.
It's your girl Kay.
And we are back with another video.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl.
Shit.
Baby, I'm not playing with you no more.
I'm not playing with you no more.
Like,
Yo, alright.
come on, you want to keep playing?
Exactly. We gotta get the intro ready first. And once we get the intro ready, then we can be goofy.
I know, and it's just
So
like,
get it together.
Excuse me, I don't know which one. Don't say my name.
Okay, I'm gonna say your name.
Say my name. Say my name.
When no one is around you,
Baby, I love you.
you ain't running.
Say my name. Say my name.
When no one is around you,
Say, baby, I love you.
you ain't running, gang.
Say my name. Say my name.
When no one is around you. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl Does Holly, and we are back with another banging ass video. And then what she said. Skirt.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Kay, and me and Babe is coming back to y'all with a brand new, fresh, spanking video. It's about relationships, growth. Do you think that you should be in a committed relationship after the age 26, or do you feel that you can commit under the age 26?
That was good. Tell from the title, we're gonna be talking about age, relationships, how they go hand in hand together. All right, baby, you want to explain that a little bit more?
Yes. So my take on relationships is I feel like when you are of age that
Oh, I thought you had this.
No,
I thought you ain't had to write nothing down.
Like
I thought you was gonna flow, go.
Mine kind of started. You started.
All right, so now, all right. Basically, y'all, I made a post on Facebook based off a prior conversation that we had the day before. Basically, just on healing. You know what I'm saying? Like emotional healing. You know what I'm saying? And attachment and all type of shit. We was talking about all types of stuff.
I'm thinking. Actually, I'm not thinking. I already know what I wanted to say. But so what I noticed was that a lot of people. Oh, you got it? Okay. They are in relationships, and then the minute they feel their relationship has become tainted or toxic, they leave out of their relationship, but they enter into another relationship or just into another woman's or man's life. You understand? As soon as they leave the previous relationship.
Basically, the basis around it was that healthy? You feel me? Like going from one relationship to another, was that healthy? And the conversation went all over the place, and then it kind of ended with the whole my idea of I don't feel like people should date until after the age of 26.
But I feel like people can date prior to the
Well,
age of
yeah,
26.
I agree. Wait, let me change that. Date, cool, but as far as committing, I don't feel like you shouldn't really. I don't feel like you should be committed to anybody else before the age of 26.
But I feel like you can be committed to people prior to the age of 26 because for me, you know what I'm saying, I would rather be committed and grow with a person. You understand? I feel like despite of your age, no matter how old you are, you're going to make mistakes, and it is always going to be a lesson to be learned. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like even if you get into a committed relationship after the age of 26, let's just say 32, who was there to say that you still won't make mistakes? Who was there to sit here and say that the minute you feel your current relationship that you're in is toxic, that you won't jump into something right after? You know, like, I don't feel like age determines like what you can bring into the relationship.
Okay, and my take is I feel like it matters because I'm the type of person, like, I feel like the mind is powerful, and I feel like everything starts with the mind. So I feel like growth and development mentally, it's a thing. Like, it's a thing. And
how many can actually say that they've taken the time to develop themselves and get to know them? During the ages of 18 through 24, let's keep it a buck. We wanted to skip straight to being grown. You feel me? None of us took the time to be in search of us or to develop us. And we skipped out on a pivotal point in our life.
it's a real thing. So, like I said, from the ages of you being born to 18, you in somebody else's care. Somebody else has control of your life. You not really you. You not you. You feel me? But I feel like saying you growing up and you, because I feel like, let me give y'all a little story time, right? Let me give y'all a little story time. When we first met and the stages we were at, and well, I'm gonna tell y'all the stage I was at in my life. This was what, 10 years ago?
Yep.
So this is a minute ago. I was 22, but at that time, I had already experienced time with myself. When I met her, I was single, but I was dating. So I wasn't in relationships, jumping like from relationship to relationship. I was either out of a relationship and just doing me by myself, but maybe still going out occasionally. But I spent a lot of time to myself, a lot of times to myself, walks to myself, movies, dates with myself, all of that. So at a younger age, I kind of knew what it is I wanted, what it is I liked, what it was I was comfortable with, what it was that I just wanted in my future, that I just wanted, period. Because I feel like, another little background, for me, growing up, my parents, of course, like, you know what I'm saying, your parents control everything, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have that chance to be me, to express me. So by the time I hit 18, I was ready to be me. I was ready to express me. I was ready to, you know what I'm saying, find out who I was. Besides from being somebody's daughter, somebody's, you know what I'm saying, sister, niece, you know what I'm saying, all those other titles, friends, all that. I didn't, you know, all that was cool and all, but I wanted to know who I was. I wanted to, you know, figure out who I was, and I was able to do that once I moved out on my own.
I mean, I had relationships, but, you know, I lived on my own since I was 18. So I've had a lot of time with myself. Then I became a mom at the age of 20, turning 21. And so it was like I knew what I wanted, but I didn't think like long term, like 10 years, you know what I'm saying, down the line, 20 years down the line, the rest of my life down the line.
Versus me, I was thinking about that shit. I was thinking about the minute, the second, the hour, the time I stepped foot out of my mother's crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, I'm out, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get ready and just be whoever, you know what I'm saying? Be me, you feel me? Like, so at that point in time when I met her, I was finding myself, like I was on this journey of, like finding myself, or expressing myself, loving myself, just being me and exploring it and shit like that. But at the same token, I knew what the right one looked like to me. You feel me? So that's what that's the point I was at, or when I met her. You know what I'm saying? I kind of knew what it was that I wanted. When she met me, she wasn't at that point though.
No. That's not true.
No, right, I ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that.
I knew what I wanted. How to go about certain things? No. It took a lot of growth
and development.
And time.
Yeah.
And you understand? And but I feel like certain people bring certain things out of you.
Absolutely.
You understand? And I feel like you help me grow as a woman. You understand? Into looking at things differently versus relationship versus life versus the little things that I never paid attention to, you know, like when we first got together. But I still don't feel like it should take someone after the age of 26 to like get into a committed relationship. I feel like prior to the age of 26, can you actually be
I mean,
in
like,
a committed relationship? Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Do I
you
feel
can.
like you can, at that present time of moment, know what it is that you exactly want in life? Absolutely. You understand? But where it differs with you and the other person is, I feel like your upbringing has a lot to do with that too. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
but this is what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's so important. That's why I feel like it's vital at the age from 21 to 26. Those are the years where you're exploring yourself. So you could say your upbringing. You feel me? Like, if you have that time with yourself, it ain't shit your upbringing, a past, a trauma, a bad relationship. None of that shit is gonna really be able to move you because you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, because you had the time, the chance to stand on your 2 feet. You feel me? So let's just say you got kids out here committing suicide over relationships. You feel me? Like, but and they because you don't know how to properly fucking digest your feelings. You
I
don't
have a question, because there have been people that have spent time with themselves, who have spent years with themselves and finding themselves. You understand? And then the minute they get into that committed relationship and experience heartbreak, they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to, you understand, go about certain things, and then they lose sight of their self.
Then what journey
So
was they
it's
really
kind of
on?
like, I don't feel like it wasn't them not being on a journey, because I feel like a person could be so in tune with themselves. You understand? And really love themselves and know themselves. But then here it is, you would go through certain things, you know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
it would just change everything that you just built for yourself. You know what I mean? Everything that you felt you've known about yourself, it's like all of that can easily get wiped and taken away. And it doesn't mean that you weren't on a journey. It doesn't mean that you didn't know who you was.
I don't feel that. I don't feel that, one, because I feel like, and I can use us as an example. We've been together for 10 years. You feel me? And we've been through everything you could fucking imagine. We've been through it, but at the same token, like you just said, it still took you growing. You feel me? And coming to certain realizations. You feel me? Like that, like you said, your mind wasn't really on when me and you first met. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, I don't know. I just feel like.
I just wanted to say something real quick. When I met Kate, you know what I'm saying, just to keep it completely 100 and a buck with y'all, maybe like 2 to 3 years into our relationship, I think I probably hit 24, 25. I faulted her a lot because I felt like her mind wasn't on the same things that mine was on. You feel me? Although at the time, I believe she was either 24 or 25, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? She was doing her thing, and I kind of faulted her for that. Like, in my mind, I was, come on now, Sirens. Come on now. Really? But yeah, I faulted her, and you know what I'm saying? I took out a lot on her, and I don't think it was necessarily fair, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, she was just growing. But at that time and at that age that I was at, I wasn't realizing that shit. I was just on some, oh, you hurt me type, you know what I'm saying? So, but if I would have just taken my own advice now at 32, then I think our relationship we wouldn't have had to go through so much trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep it short and sweet. You feel me?
That time is just necessary. You feel me? It's necessary because let's just say now, the emotions I went through when we first got together, you feel me? Like I said, I was 22. You feel me? I had never really, you know what I'm saying? Like, experience what I was experiencing, so I didn't know how to fucking handle it. So I handled it the only way I knew how to handle it, as it was coming to me. You feel me? And I feel like it's shit. Like, I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, you feel me? But like I said, if I had spent time with myself, ain't no folding, you feel me? It's me coming to you like, okay, now this is what happened, that is what happened. We're gonna correct this shit, we're gonna get it together, and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, you come to the table with more clarity, because it is you know what it is you want. Not to say, okay, people ain't gonna make mistakes. You feel me? Because that's a given. That's life. At 32, I can sit here, look back at a situation that happened to me at 22 and reassess it and be like, okay, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you carried that burden for a long time. You ain't even really need to. You know what I'm saying? If you would have just did this, did that, thought about it like this, thought about it like that, you could have been here, been there, and did this, did that. You feel me? Like, you digest things differently. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you do, but
no, like I said, I feel like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and that's why I just said, like I said, we.
But you know what? But like for me, I love the fact that we did get together in our 20s. You understand? In our early 20s, and we are still together 10 years later, and we were able to watch each other grow. You know what I'm saying? On different levels and overcome pain and you understand, childhood traumas and life disasters and things like that. Like, you understand, and still be able to sit here today and still stand strong. So it's those things that I cherish more. You understand? I cherish those moments more because we went through it all together. You understand? And I've like, it's a difference in me just meeting somebody and they already got their head on straight and they already know what they want. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we just living beautiful, blissful. But my thing is, for me, what means more to me is when we can go through the pain and the trauma. You know what I'm saying? And the bad moments and the growth together and still, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can look back on.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like, and it's not even a but. Like, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not meaning it in that sense when I say growth, development, and age and shit like that, as far as like going through shit, because you're gonna go through shit with anybody, everybody, regardless of if it's a platonic or intimate relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about as far as the mind and registering and processing and the whole cliche of hurt people, and you know what I'm saying, now you leaving this relationship damaged, and you know what I'm saying, with this emotional baggage, because you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking about the mind, I'm thinking about internal, you know what I'm saying, versus the, you know what I'm saying, people just see what we go through, see that. No, I'm talking about that shit that hits you when you by yourself alone, you know what I'm saying, like that internal shit. Like, let's just say, for instance, we went through Hurricane Sandy together. Mm-hmm. Now, we was young when that happened. Well, we was in our 20s when that happened.
Wait, let me see.
Nah, I think, you was in your 20s.
I was like 29.
Okay, right. You know what I'm saying?
29.
You ain't 20. Alright, it's good. But yeah, so we was in our 20s when that happened. But if I was to reassess that situation at 32, I would have handled it completely different than I did at whatever age I was at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just would have thought about things differently because my thought process is different. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like, speaking on that topic, like you just said, you would have handled that situation differently. Now, during Hurricane Sandy, you understand, your thought process was drastically different from my thought process. You understand? And so, with that being said, it basically what I'm trying to say is, on certain levels, your thought process could be here. You feel me? And mine could be here. But now, when we talking about, let's just sit here and say cars, my thought process is here and yours is here. Like, I feel like people thought process is different on certain levels.
I agree. And that's like I said, this conversation that we had, it went all over the place, because then, like I told her, that's what my issue was. Even though at a younger age I did spend time with myself, you know what I'm saying, I was 22, you know what I'm saying, when we met, so it ain't like I spent so much time with myself, but I was wilding. I was doing shit, you feel me? Like, I was having fun. So it's like, at 22, I knew what I wanted, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I had enough of what it is. I ain't gonna even say I had enough. I knew when what it was I wanted came in front of me, I was gonna get it. That's basically what it is.
Now, with that being said, to make everything go full circle, I'm outside, guys, so if the wind is blowing, my bad. But let me hurry up and talk real quick. But with that being said, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, looking back now, if I would have waited and given myself maybe 4 more extra years of just growth, developing, and figuring out what direction I wanted to take in life, a lot of decisions and a lot of things that we went through at the time that we went through, we probably would have never went through, because we both would have just matured enough to be able to come to the situation more correctly, if that makes sense.
What it was. So it's like, damn, I hate when I get off topic like that, because I completely forgot what I was about to say. But but yeah, like I said, that it was kind of my lesson. Even though I knew what it was I wanted, my lesson was to understand that people grow at different, you know what I'm saying, speeds. Not everybody's growing the same. Like I told Kay, I feel like my mind frame was, if I know 2 + 2 is 4, my nigga, you should know 2 + 2 is 4. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like ain't no other way around it. You know what I'm saying? If we the same age and we, you know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, if we got the same common sense, you should know. You feel me? But then it's like, I gotta understand, some people might not do 2 + 2. They might do 3 + 1. You feel me? And I can't look at it like that. People grow, people see things different, and I can't take it personal because that's their personal growth. You understand? And everything ain't for everybody, and you don't have to be. Everybody don't have to be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So with that being motherfucking said, be you. Take time to love you. Take time to care for you. And you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah. And you know, I don't think nothing's wrong with that. Y'all drop y'all opinions, because this video could definitely go on and on.
Exactly.
And I think we probably was all over the place with it. But yeah, if y'all do like this video, if y'all did like, you know what I'm saying, this little conversation, you know what I'm saying, bring you out in the living room, sitting, chilling, chatting.
I would like to know, what is your intake on, as far as, you know, being in a committed relationship? Do you feel like you should get in a committed relationship at your early ages, or do you feel like you should allow yourself some time to mentally grow, you understand, and figure out where you want to go in life and what you want in life before getting into a committed relationship? Let us know. I'm interested in reading your comments.
And it was a hell of a lot more I wanted to say, because it was a hell of a lot more we touched on. Like, we touched on some real shit.
It was like,
some
but it went
gems,
from like
it was hitting. And it made more sense.
Topics.
It's kind of hard trying to give y'all the run back of it, you know what I'm saying? But because this might seem a little jumbled up, but because we trying to remember the bits and pieces from the conversation to get it out there to y'all. But when I tell y'all, when we was having this conversation, it was just like everything was aligning up, and it just went full circle. So
damn sure
it got pretty
it went
interesting.
from that to forgiveness to
it went all around the board to just like a whole perfect life. Like we went crazy with it. But but if y'all do like videos like this, if y'all got topics, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we ain't nowhere near perfect, you feel me? We are gonna do a how we met story. And give y'all a little insight on us and who we are and background and shit like that. So y'all stay tuned for that. But also, if y'all do have more topics and things like that, make sure y'all drop them. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like.
Don't forget to comment and subscribe.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Like we said, drop them topics down below. We're gonna see y'all in the next video. Hey. Oh, come on. I'm scared.
Nah, you gotta make that shit happen.
You coming to not gonna look while I'm talking. Dude, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm about to just take the whole wig off.
Okay.